You're up there on 38 making some noise. You're picking up in intensity now, Joe. 5 and 9, mate. Beautiful copy.
Yeah, you're booming in here, man. Smoking in here. I do like the late night skip. It's a lot nicer, quieter.
Yeah, it's typically like that, isn't it? I was working Europe last night from Australia on the short path, and about after 9 p.m. and the band really settles down, doesn't it? Like typically at dinner time there towards the equator from Sydney on the short path, it's very noisy, mate. Lots of solar activity and stations in amongst it. But yeah, you're right, Joe. After a certain period of time, it quietens right down, and it's just nothing but audio. So it's a good time, mate.
Oh, it is, man. You're the only one on there. You're the only one on frequency. It's very dead out here. You sound like you're sitting right next to me.
Yeah, it's definitely handy when you got some directivity. It's like pointing a torch and intensifying the light beam towards one direction and relying on Mother Nature. The band conditions are fantastic up here, Joe. It's really good for the hobby. A lot of guys are getting their old CV radios out of the cupboards, out of the archives, so to speak, and firing them up and working DX like we did as young men and women. So it's good fun, mate. We're all enjoying it. And things are getting bigger and better. I think they said the cycle's going to peak a little bit earlier than expected as well. It might start really coming to the top in the next 6 or 7 months. They said it was going to peak a year earlier. So hopefully that doesn't translate to it disappearing sooner as well. But who knows, Joe? But so far, mate, like I said, since you've put that horizontal antenna up, your station, it's chalk and cheese, mate. Much more stable to talk to you now, mate. Much more consistent. Back to you.
I think so. I think the beam really does help with the really long distance stuff too. So when I'm working you guys in the South Pacific, no doubt about it, I stay in a little bit longer, maybe a little bit stronger than the IMAX 2000, no doubt, huh?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I typically try and do what people used to do to me. I used to run on a little IMAX or a stereo myself, and it's all good and well when you've got nothing to compare it to. You tend to be pretty happy with it, but once you've got both of them up at the QTH and you make comparisons, it's really obvious that you're at a deficit. Most particularly on the receive, Joe. I call them QSB sticks now, mate. The signals just aren't quite as stable on a vertical end fed. It's a lot more difficult to do. You can do it when the band conditions are in a really good shape, but it's chalk and cheese, it really is. You can have guys on verticals telling you 1 minute that you're 20 over 9 and then they're asking you what you're saying within seconds with the inversion. So it's it is what it is. You can only put up what you can cater for at your QTH. But I tell you what, if you're into DX like you are, Joe, and you've got a YouTube channel and right into your content sharing, mate, that little Yagi you put up has made the world a difference, mate. So good on you. It's a lot easier to talk to you now, mate. Back to you.
It does, man. I totally agree, and especially when it comes to the European stuff. But like you're holding a signal in here. You're way into the red. Way into the red. I know it'd be different with my vertical up there. So I'm flat side right now, and I might not be getting you this strong. You probably wouldn't be hearing me this late at night. I probably would have faded out already, but you're consistently, like you're way 20, 30 over. It does pull in the signals.
Yeah, exactly right. You've got that directivity and it also translates to QRP work as well. Obviously the better the infrastructure and you can get your antennas up closer to a wavelength and have directivity. It certainly helps with everything. You don't need as much power. So, yeah, it's interesting. Like you said, if you're on your IMAX now, you might be given good reports, but it's quite fickle and, I don't know, let's say intermittent with inversion and QSB. The QSB is more obvious on a vertical, but in saying that, you've got a lot less metal in the sky as well. So, but yeah, like I said, Joe, hats off to you, mate. You've always been a good operator, and yeah, just going from the stick now to a horizontal, it's just it's really ramped up your enterprise there, mate, and it's going to help you with your YouTube sharing channel, which is really cool. People tend to like to check into that stuff and just see what's going on and what people are hearing in other parts of the world. So good on you, brother. I'm not far from heading off to work, so just trying to catch up with Danny over there in the Grand Canyon and see what he was up to. See if the old fella's all right, and enjoy the DX show. You're 5'9 plus 10, so say good day to a few of the other Aussie stations out there as well. It's typically a busy frequency. All the best, mate. Jungle Joe, the old dirty dingo, 304 down under. We'll go for a bit of a walk.
All right, 304. Always a pleasure, buddy. And I'm shooting a gate right now. I got my little handheld camera, Canon camera, pointing right at the meter there. And like I say, you've been consistently way up into the strawberry patch, so we'll get this on. As soon as I'm done here, I'll start uploading it, so make sure to tune in, and we'll get your your number in the title of this one. This is your video, brother. Hey, cheers and beers. Have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. We'll be listening for you again out there in DX land. This is 9UDX 791 out here in the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. We're listening.
Yeah, Joe, no, good on you, mate. Without milking your prostate, it's good to have you on radio, and hopefully look after yourself for many, many years, and we can hear you for a few more cycles. And yeah, the hobby's running out of operators. It's not often we've got a queue of people trying to jump into the sport. So look after yourself, mate, and we'll catch up soon. And like I said, quality signal, and I'll definitely run past your page a little bit later on. It's always good to hear you, mate. Jungle Joe up there in the Gulf Islands in the Pacific Northwest. We're saying goodbye from down here in the Southern Hemisphere. Way down here on the other side of the Pacific. You take care, Joe. Bye-bye for now, mate.
Thank you very much, my friend. Cheers and beers, man. And right back to you, bro. Always a pleasure. Have a good day. 791 on the side, 73.
That's a big 10 for you, Joe. Catch you soon, mate. Hey, good on you there, Steve. 304 down there in Sydney town. 1666 up here in the sticks. Good on you, Steve. Hey, Pete, how you going, mate? I caught you the other day, didn't I, on scatter?